everyone, welcome back to my channel, Psychic Goddess Erica. I apologize for the late post of this forecast. Few quick announcements for those that are just joining in if you're not used to this kind of readings with me and how I operate. So even though this is going to be, the title will say this is for January of 2023, which yes it is, just like any other forecast I've done or any other pick a card reading I've done or any other card of the day that I've done, it really doesn't matter what the time says. Time is relative. So if you see this at another time or another year that is not January, you can still watch it if you feel drawn to it, if you feel called to it. What I do is I will do a general reading for the month, and then I'll get into each week. So the timestamps for you to go to the general reading or each week are going to be down below in the description box. So you got to click more under the description, scroll down, and then you'll see the timestamps. So for example, if you come across this in January of 2025, or if you come across this in February of 2023 and you feel drawn to this reading, you can still watch it. You can either watch it all, you can watch the general message, or you can click on the week that you feel drawn to, kind of like how a pick a card works if you want to, and the messages can still apply. So let's jump on in. I'm working with the Melanated Classic Tarot, Classic Melanated Tarot. This is the Archer's Love Oracle deck, 2nd edition. One of the decks I created. Archer is my maiden name. And the information on where you can go to get that one if you're interested is down below in the description box, but basically on my website. And this is the Sacred Self-Care Oracle. So I'll be working with these. And I wanted to show you guys a little show and tell, my new wands. So over the holiday, this is from Ollivanders. We went to Universal Studios Harry Potter World, and I was drawn to a wand that was just calling to me. So I got one. And I know some people might think, oh, that's just for fun, just for play, which yes and no. In the Harry Potter World Park, we went to the Universal Studios in Hollywood. In the Harry Potter World Park, your wand, there are certain places where you can actually do spells with it and create magic, right? That is for fun. It also helps you connect to your inner child. However, I can still give this the intention of doing actual magic with it. So I do plan to do actual magic, intention work, spell work with it. Like I've said before in many other videos, anything with a point can work as a wand. For example, the match I used to light this candle was a wand. I gave it an intention, and just like on the video I have on incense magic, I use incense as wands. Your pen can be a wand when you're writing things out. So this can do still real magic with it. I can write what I'm manifesting into the air with this. I was drawn to this too because this one I was drawn to is made of elm and phoenix feather, and it has a description of what it's used for, like what it's good with, and it just, once I read it, I was drawn to it, and then once I read the description I was like, okay, this is what I need for actual spell work, and so I got it. So this is it, my new wand. But I'm gonna put her back. Yes, she's a her. The phoenix felt like a her, part of her. But yeah, if you guys, I don't know if you can read in there, but if you want to, you can screenshot it and pause it and read it if you like, and zoom in. I don't know if your phone can do all that, but yeah, that's a little fun show and tell. So let's get into the reading. I just had to show you guys that. And I'm drinking, some of you might ask, this is chocolate oat milk, because I already had a coffee today. I can't overdo it because I'm still breastfeeding. All right, let's get into the general reading for the month. Y'all, I can finally fit into my old jeans. My daughter is almost 7 months now. Almost. Will be in, what's the 1st? So on the 5th, she'll be 7 months. So that feels like a big accomplishment to me that I can finally fit back into my jeans after giving birth, 7 months postpartum. Okay. Universal messages for the collective. That was interesting. Some of my cards are facing forward already. The one that I did see that caught my eye, so I'll speak on it. Yeah, there it was. It was the 9 of Swords. So I do feel like, I'll just put it out here, part of the message for the general, for the month, or whenever you see this, whatever month you're in, whether it's January or another time, there's still going to be moments of anxiety because like there's this energy of like recovering from what just took place in the previous year or previous years. So they're still kind of leaving that behind. There's still a little bit of that uneasy feeling because things may not be fully looking how you want them to look or just yet, and some of you may have been struggling with getting the sleep that you need, the rest that you need, because there's just a lot on your mind. But what Spirit is saying is that even though it may be difficult, I'm hearing them say rest, and also don't be afraid to get the support you need from others. There's a burden that some of you or a lot of us are carrying that it's not meant to be. You're not meant to carry the load all by yourself. You're not meant to carry this burden all by yourself. And you know, when you're up at night, even if you have to draft out a message or a letter or a text or email, whatever it is, in terms of getting things off your chest to send to someone, or if you just want to get it all out and then erase it just to get it off your mind and heart, then do so. That's just something that just came through with that. So I'm feeling like I just heard Spirit say topsy-turvy. Like it feels like the month is going to be a bit topsy-turvy, at least in the beginning. I don't even know what topsy-turvy really means, but that's what they're saying. I have to look it up. But what it feels like to me is like bum 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 bum. It's like back and forth, up and down, this way, that way, that kind of a thing. However that resonates for you. Okay, so, it looks like my deck is just all over the place right now. But, so bottom of the deck, I had to flip it over, is the Devil. So again, this kind of goes with the message we had already been talking about for this month. So that energy of some fear, some anxiety, but don't let your own bad behaviors, don't let your own toxic traits or your own ego hold you back from making the change that you need, from getting the help that you need, from receiving the love that you need or the support that you need, from taking that next step. Like, don't be, some of you need to step out of yourself and see yourself from the lens of others just for a moment. Also, some of you are needing to break the chains of certain addictions, certain obsessions, certain unhealthy behavior or patterns or things of that nature, whether that's towards a person, whether that's towards a situation, whether that's towards your own fears in your own head or something you're doing, whatever it is, it's time to work on that. Spirit is also saying things are worse in your mind than in the reality. So a lot of the issues coming up are kind of things that are feeling worse in your own head, or that maybe you may actually be creating or contributing to yourself. So whoever needs to hear that, take a resonance, release what doesn't. But it's time to let go some of that fear, to just be in the moment, to be more present, to live, to find joy again. Let's jump on over to this deck for the general message for the month. Help needed is what caught my eye. So ask, what have I been saying? Ask for the help you need. Ask for the support you need, whether that's from people in your life, whether that's from a professional, some sort of advisor, counselor, therapist, doctor, whether that's doing your own research on stuff online, looking for the help you need, a support group, or whether that's from your spirit team and your ancestors. Ask for the help you need. And then we also have dating. So this is going to mean different things for different people. Some of you, this is a message to actually get out there and start dating, or to be open to dating. Remember that dating should be enjoyable. It shouldn't feel like a chore. It shouldn't feel like a burden. For some of you, if you're already in a marriage or relationship, this is the message to plan date nights. And for others of you, if you don't feel that excitement or joy about dating in terms of romance, or you're just not feeling that yet, date yourself. Take yourself on a date. Pamper yourself. And also dating in the sense of, it's a good time to begin to set a date for something, to plan something, whether that's related to romance or something else, like a goal or a trip. Go ahead, set a date, make a plan, even if it's just something you're doing for yourself. Those are or maybe there's an important date that's coming this month that will be of significance. Something that has been planned for, or maybe it's unexpected. And then self-care, look at the star, look to the stars. So to me, this is a few things. On one hand, you may want to look into the astrology of the month that you're in whenever you see this, whether it's January or another month. Look into the astrology of things, see what's going on, see if there's any planets in retrograde and how that can impact things. See what's going on with the cosmos, because as above, so below, it's going to affect us. Both look into the collective, but also maybe into terms of your personal chart as well. Also looking to the stars in the sense of ancestors, to the great beyond, to those that have transitioned over. If you are feeling like you need to connect with someone, or some of you maybe even a fur baby, a familiar, a pet that has transitioned. Some of you may need to want to actually work with a medium to connect with someone. If you've been feeling called to get like a mediumship reading done, just make sure that you do your research and reviews, and are smart about who you pick, because there's a lot of people out there that are just up to a lot of no good shenanigans. Okay, so let's get into each week, starting with week 1. Week 1 of the month, what I'm hearing through my clairaudience is clean up, everybody, everywhere. What was that from, Barney? I don't remember. Clean up the mess. Whether that's cleaning out the energy, cleansing your home, your space, your home, your workspace, your car, whether that is cleaning up your diet, what you're eating, what you're putting into your body, doing a cleanse, whether that's cleaning out the clutter in your mind, putting your plans in motion, organizing, getting therapy, whatever it is. There's this energy of cleansing, cleaning up, releasing. And that also allows for more positive energy to flow into that space in your environment that you have just cleaned up. This kind of goes along with the message of look for fairies, because fairies also can represent that energy of organization, of getting things. They're helpers, so it's also help with that, but also in the sense of like your spirit team is here to help, or people are here to help. Look for the people that are open to helping you. Look for your spirit team to help you out. Some of you may be able to actually see fairies from other realms. So if you see something out the corner of your eye, or you see something that looks like there was one time I saw a fairy that looked like a blade of grass. Fairies look different. They're different kinds of fairies. So if you see something and you're like, what's that? What was that? You might have just seen a fairy as well, and they're here to help, coming from other realms. What I'm also seeing here is week 1, I see 2 of Cups energy and the message of open and honest. So now is, I'm sorry, I like watching the holograph part. Okay, so be open and honest with the people in your life, within your partnerships. That could be romantic partnerships, that could be other forms of partnerships, friendship partnerships, business partnerships, family dynamics. Even in partnerships, like let's say you work for a company, that's also like a partnership, like having open and honest communication or dialogue, or letting your thoughts be heard with them, whoever it is applying to for you. So time to be open, honest, but also being open, honest to yourself, and open and honest with your spirit team. 2 of Cups energy is also coming through. So there's this energy of connection and bonding. Like some of you are just going to really feel like you want to spend more time focusing on the connections that you cherish in your life, whether that's romantic or platonic or otherwise, whatever relationships those are. That could be towards people, that could even be towards your, like I said, your familiars, your pets, your fur babies. Going into week 2, we have intuition. So week 2 of the month is a great time to tap into your intuition, to do some exercises that open in your third eye, or help you to tap into your third eye. Trust your intuition. It is on point. It's trying to help you receive certain guidance. It's helping you to tap into the different layers of self that you are, because we have many different versions to ourselves. We're not just one thing and this is what we are. We are many different layers. We have many different sides. All of us do. We wear many different hats. So this is helping you getting connected to each version of self, past, present, and what you want to become in the future, that make you like a whole, and listening to your intuition in terms of the guidance of how to get there, what needs to be done, what needs to be changed, what you're noticing about people in your life, or what you're noticing about situations and circumstances in your life, things of that nature. What I'm also seeing is, I see the message of love languages. So week 2 is a good time for you to be clear about and tapping into your love languages, knowing what those are. So if you don't know what those are, you may want to read the book, 5 Love Languages, or take the test. There's different versions of the book though. I'm talking about the original one, the 5 Love Languages. Or maybe take the test to know what your love languages are, because you can't really, sometimes you can't fully know who's compatible for you in any version of love. Romantic love, friendship love, family love, business, like in terms of love of a working together, work environment, like towards a business goal that you love, something, whatever it is, you can't really know who's compatible if you don't even know what your love languages really are. So figure that out, but also take the time to see, are the people in your life loving you the way you need to be loved? Are you loving them the way they need to be loved? Are the love languages compatible? Are they not? Because a lot of things can get lost in translation, especially when it comes to love languages, if you're not in a situation where the love languages are not compatible. And if they're not compatible, can you have a talk with the people in your life, or the person in your life, to where you can come to understanding and clarity to get each other's needs met? Like I said, that could apply to romance or platonic or any other version of love, friendship love, family love, work, etc. Also an energy of showing each other love. Like it's going kind of back to the message from before of focusing on cherishing time with those you care about more, and showing love, showing up and showing love to those deserving though. I'm not talking about the people that treat you like crap and then you keep, thinking you can love them into loving you. I'm not talking about that, because you can't love somebody into loving you or choosing you. If you're in that situation, maybe you need to choose yourself and love yourself. But I mean, maybe someone in your life needs a little bit of an extra reminder or a boost or a pick-me-up. that kind of a thing. Show up and give them love, that kind of a thing. All right, we also have the message of temperance. So it's still a time of recovery, of rest, of healing, of pouring into your own cup, self-care, making sure that your overall wellness is good. If you have been putting off like getting a annual checkup of some kind, stop putting it off. Be preventative. I'm not putting anything on anybody. I'm not at all. I'm just saying it's good to be preventative, especially with cleansing out the past, because old energy can manifest into things that are physical. So just to be preventative. Also experimenting with new ideas, new and different things to see what the results can be. Trial and error. Not everything's going to work out the first time, but it maybe needed lessons to figure out what not to do so that you can be more successful moving forward. And for some things may work out, but trial and error. Slowing down. Spirit just said stop and smell the roses, meaning stop and enjoy the little things in life. Find the beautiful experiences in the day-to-day. Doesn't have to be extravagant all the time. And get back to some sparkle and razzle dazzle is what I just heard. Meaning do things that, like I said, bring joy or make you feel special in that moment. Going into week 3, plan a vacation. Plan a vacation or a staycation if you're not into traveling far distances. If it's driving distance, you know, whether it's right down the road or a couple hours, you can do that too. Whether that's somewhere you have to fly to or take a boat to or take like a cruise or take a train, whatever it is, plan a vacation or a staycation. Or even if it's you just staying home, like taking a day off and taking that day as a little mini vacation from the day-to-day responsibilities, do that. But it's time to switch up your environment, change up your environment. And if you can't do it right away, then plan for it. You know, start a plan to set whatever you need to set aside so that you can set the date. Remember, we talked about a date, planning dates in the beginning for a future vacation. So however that resonates for you, Spirit is recommending that to be in the planning process for week 3. Maybe some of you are actually going on a vacation or staycation in week 3, taking some time. I see time to talk. So you may feel like you need to talk to someone, or someone may need to talk to you, or a combination of the both. Or maybe you need to get something off your chest. Maybe you're a blogger, maybe you're an influencer of some kind, a vlogger, blogger, YouTuber, you know, maybe you write, whatever it is. Maybe you write music, write plays, write shows, movies, books, whatever it is, time to talk. So whether that's having a conversation with someone or whether that is getting something off your chest, week 3 is the time to do that or begin the process of planning to do that. What I'm also seeing is the 2 of Wands. And what I'm getting from this, because it kind of feels like some of you are looking to your past for your future. And Spirit is saying you can't live in the past. You can't go backwards. If you're looking to the past for the future, only do it in the way of what did you learn from the past that you can apply these lessons to the future so that you can do better for yourself or make better choices and things of that nature. But it's time to begin to look to new options, or at least consider other options that maybe you're not seeing. You see how there's a wand here behind this person and one they're holding on to. Maybe you've been holding on to one for a while, and maybe it's time to at least have the plan B, even if it's not like your main focus. Because like I said, some things may be trial and error, whatever area of life that this applies to, or maybe you're so attached to something that you're not seeing how it's holding you back. So not saying you have to take the plan B option or the second option, but at least be open to it. At least be open to seeing new and different pathways or new and different approaches outside of what you've been stuck on for a while. Also, this kind of looks great with the vacation or travel energy, like looking into expansion, exploring new environments, new places, whether that's, you know, physically in terms of traveling, but also it could even be you looking into things, doing research on the World Wide Web, like seeing what else is out there on the world that you can plan for, like virtually looking into things virtually, looking into something virtually, or connecting with other people virtually, expanding virtually. Some of you may be trying to find ways to expand a business virtually, or connecting with more audience, followers, subscribers, opportunities virtually, whatever it might be, networking, things of that nature as well for week 3. Some of you, I'm also getting this energy of lurking, like you may be looking at someone else's social media or them looking at yours, and you're like, you may even feel a bit of a connection with that person, like energetically, but there's still this distance there where it's like not necessarily translating into something tangible. And so again, that this may be due to nostalgia in terms of reflecting on the past and things like that, but do that in terms of learning from the past. It's not really feeling like, some of you, it kind of feels like, because I'm seeing somebody's close a door, but it's like this door has several locks on it, several chains and bolts on it, even some spikes. And so I'm getting this energy to, like, some of you need to maybe close the door on something, and if you can't get closure from someone in particular, maybe just if you're looking at a picture of them or something, ask to connect to their spirit to say your goodbyes or get something off your chest, spirit to spirit, and then close the door, because that may be the only way you can get closure. Because for some of you, not everybody, but for some of you, this person or these people are just not going to actually have that conversation and tell you what you feel like you need to hear from them. It's just not. So whoever that resonates with, take what resonates, release what doesn't. Again, general reading, but if you want to book a personal reading, the information on where you can go to do that is down below in the description. Going into week 4, we have Make an Altar. Make an altar, which I'm looking at mine right now and I need to freshen it up. But anyway, make an altar, a sacred space to where you can honor your ancestors, your spirit guides, or for some of you, if you don't really do like ancestral work and things like that, maybe it's just more so making an altar in terms of like this sacred space, this spiritual space that you can go to where you feel peaceful, where you feel zen. Maybe you pray there, maybe you meditate there, maybe you do your journaling there, or your magic there, whatever it is. Make an altar, and if you already have an altar, maybe you need to rearrange some things, add some things, take away some things, whatever resonates with you. Clean it up. I also see deeper love developing. So this is going to mean different things for different people. Some of you, this is a deeper love of self. Some of you, this is a deeper love of life, like appreciating life more, appreciating what you have more, because you're beginning to see how precious life is. Some of you, this is a deeper love of like a hobby or an interest. Some of you, it's a deeper love of your work. Some of you, it's a deeper love of your self-work. Some of you, it's a deeper love developing with a person in your life or a group of people in your life. Whatever it is, maybe your pets, whatever it is, deeper love developing. And I also see 3 of Pentacles coming through for week 4. So I see a 3 and a 4. 3, and then there's a 4 on the top of deeper love. So I'm feeling like what Spirit is saying is things are falling into place in the order they should be, in a divine order, but also going from a 3 to 4 energy, meaning in numerology, meaning going from a manifestation energy, an energy of collaboration, working with other people in your life or those on your team, whether that's people in your life or even your spirit team, since they were talking about an altar. Going from a collaboration of manifestation into something more tangible, more solid, more something being built in a real way in the number 4 energy. Spirit is also saying, remember you're divinely protected. Spirit is also saying, be more selective though of who and what is worth your time and energy. And going back to the Three of Pentacles energy, it kind of feels like what I'm hearing them say is like new eyes all together. So this could be, maybe you have new eyes altogether in terms of how you're viewing something, or how you're connecting with people, what you're putting out or what they're giving you. Maybe they have new eyes altogether in terms of how they're viewing you or seeing you in a different light. Or maybe there's new eyes altogether in terms of like there's a new people looking at you, watching you, new kind of audience with eyes on you, new people coming into contact with you, or noticing you. That's coming through, but it feels in a positive way. If you're wondering, it feels like a more positive way. It feels more like recognition, or people that connect with you to some degree, people that either want to be a part of what you're working on, or a part of just your energy, that kind of a thing. That's the vibe I'm getting from it in week 4. You could be needing to spend more times with friends or family or community of some kind, or reconnecting with friends or family or community of some kind as well in week 4. For some of you with career stuff, if you've been wondering, it kind of feels like there's like a new perspective in terms of the team you're working with, or maybe new opportunities of coming in that recognize what you have to offer more in terms of your work skills coming up too. And I'm also hearing something about great reviews coming up. So whoever that resonates with. Yeah. So hopefully this was helpful, you guys. That's what I have. Comment below how it's resonating with you already, or if you're like me and you just watch general message and then each week as time goes along, let me know how each week is playing out for you along the way. Comment your thoughts below. That really helps me out too. Like this video, please subscribe to my channel, and if you choose to, you could always tip by buying me a coffee for the reading. The information on where you can go to do that is down below in the description, and I will talk to you guys another time. Bye.